Ever wondered how to properly use to be in English? Well, that's exactly what we're going to explore today. The verb to be is, without a doubt, one of the most important and frequently used verbs in the English language. It's a building block, a foundation if you will, of the language we speak and write every day. It's used to express a multitude of concepts from existence and identity to location and state of being. It's the chameleon of verbs, ever-changing based on the context it's used in. And guess what? It's also one of the few verbs in English that changes its form depending on who is doing the action. Intriguing, isn't it? Now you might ask, how do we use to be in sentences? Well, keep your curiosity piqued as we're about to dive in. Scene script. Let's start with the affirmative form of to be. You might already know that to be changes depending on the subject, so let's go through them one by one. When referring to yourself, you would say, I am. For instance, I am excited about this lesson. When addressing someone else, you'd use you are. For example, you are learning English. When talking about a male subject, we would say he is. An example could be, he is a great teacher. For a female subject, we use she is, like in, she is my best friend. When referring to a thing or an animal, we use it is. For instance, it is a beautiful day. When talking about a group including yourself, you'd say, we are, like in, we are studying English. And finally, when referring to a group of people, we use they are. An example is, they are my classmates. As you can see, to be changes depending on the subject. What about when we need to use to be in a negative way? Well, that's quite simple too. You just add not after the verb. Let's take a look at how it works. For I, we would say I am not. For you, he, she, it, we, you, plural, and they, we would use are not or is not respectively. So you are not, he is not, she is not, it is not, we are not, you are not, and they are not. Let's put this into practice. If you want to say I am not a teacher in English, you would say I am not a teacher. If you're not at the park, you'd say we are not at the park. And if they're not from Italy, you'd say they are not from Italy. And there you have it. So by adding not after to be, we can express the opposite. Now how do we ask questions using to be? It's quite simple actually. We just need to switch the positions of the to be verb and the subject. Let's start with I. Instead of saying I am, we say am I? For example, am I late or am I right? Next we have you. The question form would be are you, as in are you ready or are you going? For he, she, and it we use is he, is she, and is it respectively. For example, is he your friend? Is she coming? Or is it raining? When we get to we, you, plural, and they, we use are we, are you, and are they. So you might ask, are we there yet? Are you all coming or are they okay? Remember, for questions, to be comes before the subject. Now that we've covered the different uses of to be, let's do a quick recap. The magic of to be lies in its versatility. It can be used in a myriad of ways, from expressing identity as in I am a student, to describing conditions like she is my sister. It also helps us to indicate origin as in they are from Spain. Remember, to be changes with the subject. It's am with I, is with he, she, it, and are with you, we, they. On the flip side, we can also express negation using to be, as in we are not at home. And let's not forget the interrogative form, which can turn a statement into a question like, are you hungry? These are just the basics, but they'll take you a long way. Remember, practice is key. And that's how you use to be in English. Keep practicing and you'll master it in no time.